Hello. Yeah, going back to my old one. I'm in the Pokemon-y mood now. That's a word now, yes.
Pokemon-y.
Yes. Yes, it is. I'm in that sort of mood now, so I thought I might as well do top 10 Pokemon right away. And, alright, a rule for this list is I am not choosing the Pokemon based on how useful they are. I'm not choosing, well, not solely based on that anyway. You know, nothing about stats is going to come into this. And I'm also not putting separate members of an evolutionary line on the, separate points in the list. I was planning on doing, a top 10 Pokemon evolutionary lines list, but I don't always like all the Pokemon in one evolutionary line. So I just picked my favourite from each, which was really hard with the number one spot, I might add.
It wasn't, it was like the first one on there.
That's true, but I'm not going to spoil it, I'll explain it when I get there. I'll start off with number 10, which is Sandslash. I've always really liked Sandslash, and ever since I first saw him when I was a kid, I just thought he looked awesome. Although when I was a kid, I did think he was a hedgehog. Apparently he's not. Apparently the first hedgehog Pokemon was Shaymin. But yeah, I don't know, I just like Sandslash because the spikes and the long claws and everything. Yeah, dogs.
Puppy!
If it actually was a puppy, I'd be down there hooking it. I'm gonna love and tolerate the shit out of you. Yes, number 10, Sandslash. Sandshrew, for some reason, I don't like the design of it. It just looks a little bit too plain for some reason. Yeah, and I just really, really like Sandslash. Right then, number 9 is a Pokemon called Shedinja. Shedinja is...
Shedinja!
Yes.
Sounds like Swedish words to me.
Shedinja is one of the evolved forms of a Pokemon called Nincada, who's based, I think,
Nincada!
on the cicada bug, or cicada bug. And, which is, if you get it up to, I think, level 20, it'll evolve into a Pokemon called Ninjask, which is some kind of, ninja fly. It's really fast. But, if you have a spare space in your party, and after Generation 3 a spare Pokeball, you'll also get another Pokemon, which is Shedinja. Shedinja's just awesome to me because of that unique sort of evolution. It also has a cool ability called, I think it's Wonder Guard. It only has 1 HP, and it'll never increase, but it is immune to every single type of attack that isn't super effective against it. So I always thought that was just really just unique and cool. Number 8 is Arbok. Again, it's a Pokemon that I've just always liked since I first saw it when I was a kid. Arbok just looked awesome to me with the, I like snakes. I like the colour purple, and I like the design on Arbok's hood. I just think, Arbok is definitely one of my favourite poison types. Not quite my favourite, but, you can never go wrong with a purple snake. Number 7 is the final evolution of the Gen 5 starter, Snivy, which is Serperior. I use Serperior in my Pokemon Black version, and I don't know, I just found it to be really useful. I love the design, again, it's based off a serpent or a snake, which, as I said with Arbok, I just like snakes. It's one of the it's one of the 2 starters that are grass types that I choose, or that I like to choose. Number 6 is Generation 3 Pokemon Absol. It's a dark type, and it looks just freaking awesome. It's, it's white and black, which are my, I love, black and white designs. What was that click?
What click?
I had a click, never mind. But yeah, Absol looks really cool, and it has a scythe sort of shape coming out of the side of its head. And I think it's not the only Pokemon, but I think it's the Pokemon that learns the most variations of the move Slash. You can never go wrong with slashing something. Number 5 is Sneasel. I would have put Weevil, Weavile on here, but I don't like the design as much. I definitely like Sneasel's design a lot better. As, you know, Dark and Ice are my two favourite types, and this is a combination of the two. It's a fast Pokemon. I used it in Soul Silver. I just really enjoy using it. Number 4 is Pikachu. Pikachu,
Pika-Pee.
mascot of the series, freaking adorable.
And yellow.
And yellow.
Looks like it should be in a Simpsons.
If I'm not using Jolteon, I'm using Pikachu, at least for Generation 1 games. I love catching Pikachu. I always wait like a long time to evolve it, because
It's just so cute.
yeah. And
Just so cute.
I'm not one of the people who follow the Ash's example and doesn't evolve Pikachu, but I do wait a considerable amount of time before evolving it. I usually, even when I can get a Thunderstone, I normally don't use it right away. Number 3 is...
Can I have that back?
No.
It slipped out my hands. Thank you.
Number 3 is
You
Haunter.
don't trust me anymore.
No, I don't. Number 3 is Haunter. I like the Ghastly family. They're probably my favourite... Yeah, definitely my favourite Ghost type family. And, the first and only Ghost types of Generation 1. Again, I would probably put Gengar on here because he's stronger, but again, I don't like the design as much. It doesn't look... Like, Ghastly was almost shapeless. It was just smoke.
Yeah.
Haunter looked more shaped, more defined, but it still looked like a ghost. Its hands weren't attached to its body and it floated. And then when it evolves into Gengar, it turns into this little pudgy thing.
Pudgy.
It doesn't look as threatening to me. Number 2, probably the electric Pokemon Magneton. I would have put Squirtle on this list, and it would have been at this spot, but thinking about it and looking at my list, I realised I really love Magneton. Like, I have this fascination with Pokemon that have multiple heads, multiple faces, or, just like a group of its previous evolution. So Magneton, Dodrio, Vanillux, Pokemon like that. I like it, and I don't know why. Yeah, I like its design much more than its evolution, Magnezone. Although, Magnezone is a really cool Pokemon. I've got one in my Pokemon Platinum game. That's about all I have to say about Magneton, I guess. Number 1. Number 1 was sort of a hard choice. Like, I mentioned in... Don't be a knob. I mentioned in my top 17 Pokemon types list. I mentioned in my top 17 Pokemon types list that Glaceon was my favourite Pokemon, and that's true. But overall, I love the Eevee family, and Eevee is probably that family is my favourite family of Pokemon. And if I didn't use that rule that I said earlier, then literally 8 of the spots on this list would have been Eevee and its evolutions. Since I can only choose one, I chose Glaceon because Ice type's my favourite type, and I absolutely love its design.
I'm scratching
I know
my
you
head.
want him.
I know, I really do.
He's got pens behind the camera, a handful of them, and I think he wants to throw them at me. Can you at least wait until the end?
I guess.
Alright. So yeah, Glaceon, I've used it in Pokemon Platinum. I really enjoy it. Ice type's my favourite type. Love the design. Love the Eevee family. So, I guess that's about it for Glaceon. So, if you like Pokemon, comment on your top 10 favourite Pokemon. Just remember that since they're over, they're almost 700 now, that probably, your favourite Pokemon probably isn't on this list. If it is, that's cool, but probably not. So, just, I guess, comment your favourite Pokemon. Feel free to disagree with me. Just don't be a dick about it. And I won't be a dick about it when you... No, that's pretty much it. Alright then. See ya.